Welcome to Barcelona, a city that hums with energy, breathes art, and basks in Mediterranean sunlight, where Gothic cathedrals shadow bustling markets, where Gaudí's wild imagination lives in stone, and where the rhythm of the day slows, only to erupt into life when the sun goes down. If this is your first time in Barcelona, congratulations! You're about to explore one of the most vibrant, stylish, and soulful cities in Europe. This is your complete travel guide to Barcelona. In this episode, we'll cover everything: how to get around, what to eat, what to see, and how to truly feel this city. Whether you're staying 3 days or 3 weeks, this is your launchpad. Let's begin. First, how do you get here? Most international travelers will arrive at Barcelona El Prat Airport, about 14 kilometers southwest of the city center. From the airport, you've got options. There's the Aerobus, which runs every few minutes and drops you in Plaça de Catalunya, or the R2 Nord train, which connects to major metro stations. Taxis are reliable but more expensive. Expect to pay around 30 to 40 euros into the city. Now, once you're in Barcelona, the best way to get around is a mix of walking, metro, and bus. Buy a T-Casual travel card. It gives you 10 rides on all public transit and works on metro, buses, and even the funicular. Barcelona's metro is clean, safe, and efficient, but above ground? That's where the magic happens. This is a walkable city, full of surprises around every corner. Hidden plazas, tiny bakeries, bursts of street music. And don't forget the bikes and scooters. Apps like Bicing or Lime make it easy to zip through the neighborhoods if you're up for a more active ride. Barcelona has over 2,000 years of history, and you'll feel it beneath your feet. It started as a Roman settlement, and you can still see remnants of Roman walls tucked between Gothic facades in the city's Barri Gòtic, the Gothic Quarter. In the Middle Ages, it grew into a thriving Mediterranean trade hub. Later, it became the seat of Catalan culture, distinct from the rest of Spain in language, customs, and identity. By the 19th century, Barcelona was booming. The Industrial Revolution brought money, ambition, and a wave of wild, imaginative architecture thanks to artists like Gaudí. Today, Barcelona is the capital of Catalonia, an autonomous community in Spain and home to about 1.6 million people. It's ancient, it's modern, it's Catalan, and it's like nowhere else. Life in Barcelona moves to its own rhythm. Don't expect early dinners or fast mornings. Here, breakfast is light, maybe a café con leche and a slice of toast. Lunch is sacred. A long, sit-down affair often, taken between 1:30 p.m. and 3:30 p.m. And dinner? Not until 9 or 10 in the evening. Locals embrace the tranquilo lifestyle. Slow walks, long meals, time with friends. It's a city made for wandering, lingering, and living well. You'll hear Catalan and Spanish spoken side by side. Most people understand both. Many speak English, especially in tourist areas. But a friendly bon dia in Catalan or gracias in Spanish will earn you a smile. Let's talk food. Because Barcelona is a paradise for your taste buds. Start with a traditional pa amb tomàquet, toasted bread rubbed with garlic, fresh tomato, olive oil, and a sprinkle of salt. It sounds simple. It's amazing. Next, try tapas, small plates meant to share. Popular choices include patatas bravas, croquetas, pan-fried padron peppers, and jamón ibérico. Seafood is king here. Order calamari, grilled sardines, or suquet de peix, a Catalan fish stew. Want something hearty? Try botifarra, a traditional Catalan sausage served with white beans. For a sweet finish, grab churros con chocolate, or better yet, crema catalana, a citrusy, cinnamon-kissed cousin of crème brûlée. Thirsty? Sip on cava, Catalonia's sparkling wine. Or try a vermouth, a local vermouth served over ice with an orange slice and an olive. And don't miss the markets, especially La Boqueria off Las Ramblas. Yes, it's busy, but it's a sensory wonderland of fruit, jamón, olives, cheeses, and fresh juices. You can't talk about Barcelona without mentioning Antoni Gaudí. Start with his masterpiece, the Sagrada Familia. It's unlike any church you've ever seen, a blend of Gothic, Art Nouveau, and something entirely Gaudí's own. Construction began in 1882, and it's still not finished. But it's breathtaking. Next, visit Park Güell. Perched on a hillside, it's a whimsical world of colourful mosaics, curved benches, and gingerbread-like houses. The view over the city is stunning. Don't miss Casa Batlló and Casa Milà, two of Gaudí's most iconic buildings on the Passeig de Gràcia. These aren't just buildings, they're daydreams carved in stone. Now head to the Gothic Quarter, Barcelona's old heart. Lose yourself in narrow alleys, quiet plazas, and secret courtyards. Visit the Barcelona Cathedral, and don't skip the rooftop. The views are well worth the climb. Nearby, explore El Born, a trendy neighborhood full of art studios, wine bars, and one of the city's hidden treasures, the Born Centre de Cultura, where ruins of medieval Barcelona sit beneath glass floors. Then stroll to Parc de la Ciutadella, a green escape with fountains, boat rentals, and locals enjoying lazy afternoons, and of course, take in the beach life. From Barceloneta to Bogotá, Barcelona's urban beaches are perfect for a sunny break. Grab a cold drink, watch a volleyball match, or just nap in the sun. Venture a little further, and you'll find even more treasures. In the Gracia neighborhood, you'll discover a bohemian village vibe with narrow lanes, local boutiques, and relaxed squares like Plaza del Sol. Great for a quiet morning coffee or a late-night beer among locals. In Pobla Sec, you'll find streets lined with authentic tapas, bars and flamenco shows, especially around Carrer de Blai. Head to Montjuïc, a hill overlooking the harbour. You can reach it by cable car or funicular. At the top, explore Montjuïc Castle, the Olympic Stadium, and the Joan Miró Foundation. Don't miss the magic fountain show at night, a dazzling display of light, colour, and water set to music, right outside the Palau Nacional. Speaking of museums, art lovers shouldn't skip the Museo Picasso, housing one of the most extensive collections of the artist's early work, or the MACBA, the Contemporary Art Museum, known for its bold architecture and buzzing plaza. Want a panoramic view? Climb up to Bunkers del Carmel. It's a local favourite, especially at sunset. Bring a snack, bring a drink, and watch the city turn gold. Always book big attractions like Sagrada Familia, Park Güell, and Casa Batlló in advance. They often sell out. If you're eating late, say after 9:30, you'll blend in with the locals. If you show up at 6:30, you might be the only one in the restaurant. Tipping is appreciated but not expected. Leave €1 or two for good service or round up the bill. Watch your belongings in crowded areas, especially along Las Ramblas and on the metro. Pickpocketing is real. Bring comfortable shoes. Barcelona's streets are beautiful, but you'll be walking a lot. Most museums are closed on Mondays. Plan your itinerary accordingly. And don't stress about speaking fluent Spanish or Catalan. A few polite phrases go a long way, and smiles are universal. Barcelona shines almost all year, but timing matters. Spring, from March to May, is perfect. Flowers bloom, temperatures rise, and the city feels alive. Fall, September through November, offers golden light, mild weather, and fewer crowds. Summer can be hot, crowded, and expensive, but the energy is electric, with festivals, concerts, and long beach days. Winter is quieter, cooler, and ideal for museum hopping and cozy meals. In December, the city lights up with Christmas markets and Catalan traditions. No matter when you go, Barcelona always has something to offer. So why does Barcelona leave such a mark? Maybe it's the way sunlight dances off the sea. Maybe it's the architecture, wild and impossible, yet grounded in local pride. Maybe it's the joy of a simple meal shared with strangers who become friends. Or maybe it's just the feeling that here, life is lived fully, passionately, colourfully. Barcelona isn't just a destination. It's a mood, a heartbeat, a place that wraps itself around you and gently says, stay a little longer. So whether it's your first time or your 50th, Barcelona will always find a way to surprise you. Welcome to your journey,